As the green flag will fly. 6 laps the distance here tonight for the Bombers. 30 Bombers in the house here tonight. And I guess we will start all 30 later on in their main event. As Toby Wiboto will be a race leader out front over Austin Sills by a car length. Don Berner, that 14 machine, he's been very fast all year long. Of course, retired last year, did Bomber Don. Told him he would miss it, and yes, he did. Came back into it. Has been running very fast here in the 2020 season. So right now he's going to look to the outside of Austin Sills. They come off of turn number 2. Austin Sills has that position. Bomber Don going to look to his outside. Man, you just see the dirt thrown up from the other classes there. It doesn't even look like there's a wall down the back straightaway anymore, but there is one. Then you got the hookers out there scraping that off here in a little bit. As Don Berner moves into that second spot, has his sights set on Toby Wiboto. For some reason, Bomber Don, he loves the top side of the racetrack. He can make it stick up there. Doesn't matter if it's a tacky track, a slick track, you name it. Bomber Don Hill's going to go to the top, and here he is going for the lead off the top side of the racetrack now, side by side with Toby Wiboto. So they work off of turn number 2, give it to Don Berner. Halfway through the races, one car goes nose up. That's Taze Manwiller in the 23. No caution, though. He gets back in the gas and drives away. Man, looked like hard contact down the front straightaway for the 23 machine of Manwiller. As man, you hate to see it. Smoke now starting to pour out of that 14 machine of Don Berner. After taking the race lead, smoke starting to billow out of the number 14 machine of Bomber Don. Tough break for the 14. Toby Wiboto in that second spot. Look at the inside of Don Berner now as the white flag will be displayed. One more lap. He's going to hang on to it. Doesn't even know the thing's smoking out the backside. So lead the field into 1 and 2 once again. Off of turn number 2. A car length advantage over Toby Wiboto. Toby's got to be loving the view of the smoke pouring out of the car right into his cockpit. As Don Berner will hang on to it, it looks like off of 4, he will win the heat race, blowing up with Toby Wiboto in second, Austin Sills in third, followed by Adam Nichols in that 4 spot. Jacob Strite rounds out your top 5, and Don Berner quick to get off the racetrack after winning that heat race. Go and diagnose what the issue is. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. Another 6 laps here tonight for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers. Their second heat race of the evening. It's Rick Hughes showing the way out front with John Gary in second. And you got a couple of team cars, the 16 of Jim Hawk and Randy Booth in the 16R. As 16 of Hawk, he'll go side by side with Gary now in the 87 Jag machine. Booth thought he was going to look to the outside, make it 3 wide. Actually lost a little bit there as James Guile went down on the inside of him in the 1776. Now another one of those 16 team cars. 16B of Travis Murphy to the inside of Booth, as Booth having some issues now in his 16R. Jim Hawk and Gary, they're still side by side for that second spot with Rick Hughes out front. James Guile trying to make it a 3-car battle now as they race off at turn number 2. Guile about a car length behind the 16 machine of Hawk and Gary as they're still side by side down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, looks like Hawk will finally clear the 87 Jag of Gary. Now here comes James Guile to the inside of Gary for that 3rd position. Gary able to hold him at bay for now as top 4 drivers spread out single file. In the 5th spot, it's going to be Travis Murphy in the 16B, Corey Parrott. Right now being scored in the 6th position. Out front, though, it's all Rick Hughes. So we have just 2 laps to go in this second heat race of the night. For Robert Horne Ford Bombers, James Guile looks to the inside of John Gary for 3rd off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, Gary has a car length advantage after Guile was able to pull up to the inside of him off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Gary able to hold him at bay as the white flag flies. Gary washes up the racetrack, got way loose off of turn number 4, almost scraped the wall. James Guile going to look to the outside of him now. Thought he had the inside line, couldn't quite do anything with him. As Gary able to hang on to that third spot. But your race leaders, they have raced away, getting ready to put a driver one lap down. Rick Hughes will come off of turn number 4, trying to win the race, has to avoid the lap car. He will hang on to it. Matthew Owensby in the 76M create a logjam there for the 7 of Rick Hughes. Hughes, though, able to hang on to it. Looking for the green flag at the cone there in turn number 4. They're on the throttle, heading into turn number 1. Green flag's in the air. See what line gets the advantage here in heat race number 3. Looks like it's going to be the outside line. Jason Knuppel taking over the top spot, and Josh Monday started outside row number 2. Coming up right behind him. He's going to go side by side with Guile for the second position. As Guile still down the inside of him, it's going to be Knuppel leading lap number 1, followed by Monday as Guile now getting freight trained. The driver is on the outside, the 28 of Jacob Mabbitt. He's going to split the 8UD of Guile. Look to the inside of Josh Monday. Mabbitt in the 28, that white car down the inside, the 177 of Monday. They go through turns 3 and 4. It's still going to be Monday hanging on to that position as Mabbitt will try to fall in line. He's going to squeeze up ahead of the 10X machine of Popes. That 10X very fast, drove that car last year during the mechanics race. With Ross Krajak now moving down the inside of that 10X machine of Popes. Here comes Mabbitt now fighting back to the inside of Monday. They go side by side for the second position. Yellow flag, though, will fly as Kevin Guile got the straight part figured out, not so much the turning part. No might have won the popular vote, but the electoral vote goes to yes. Green flag is in the air once again. Jason Knuppel gets on it in a big way. He breaks it out to about 5 car lengths over Josh Monday. As Jacob Mabbitt once again going to look at the inside of Monday. They almost went 3 wide with John Gary, but it is going to be Mabbitt now side by side with Monday for second. Right behind them, it's going to be the 10X of Jaden Popes. All by himself trying to work his way away from the 51R of Ross Krajak as Mabbitt trying to clear the 177 of Monday. Can't quite clear him yet. They are still side by side. Now here comes Post and Krajak into the picture. They work off at turn number 2. Battle for second is hot and heavy now with 3 drivers. It's Ross Krajak with a great drive off of turn number 2. He's going to clear the 177 Josh Monday. Almost made contact with the 28 of Mabbitt. Mabbitt able to drive away from Krajak, who about lost the car. Coming off of turn number 4. There's Krajak hanging on to that third spot. Very fast hot rod here tonight. And that 51R he picked up a win so far this season as the white flag will fly for the 72 of Jason Knuppel. Knuppel with about 10 car lengths the advantage as the 28 just gave up. A lot of smoke pouring out of the 28 of Mabbitt. He will take it right to the pits. That's going to move Krajak up to second. He ain't going to have anything, though, for the race leader, Jason Knuppel in the 72. Knuppel able to bring the car off of turn number 4. One final time here in heat race action. He will win heat race number 3 as one car almost goes around with 27M. Oh, doctor, he will spin out after the checkered flag.